It's a beautiful day today here in Eastern North Carolina, so in lieu of that, I thought I would show you my backyard man cave, which I've dubbed the Tan Cave. So, let's go. I'm glad I'm doing this video because it gives me a reason to clean this place up a little bit. First things first, this house was built last November here in my backyard, and it was designed by Deke Diedrichson from RelaxShacks.com, and it was built with the help of him and his brother Dustin and lots of other volunteers and workshop attendees. So thank you. The dimensions of the Tan Cave are 6 by 12, totaling 72 feet. All the windows that make up the facade of the Tan Cave I actually got from the local Restore for about $1.50 each. And this chair was built by my good buddy JJ, made out of pallets at the workshop. Thanks, JJ. The Tan Cave currently serves 3 purposes: workshop, office, guest quarters. This is my mascot for the day. His name is Bob. The heart of the interior space is this little workbench that I really love. It can hold a lot of weight. I can put a whole piece of plywood up here, or do my work projects up here, no problem, and just dust it off when I'm done. And I can also sit here as if it's like a bar with my little stool and get some work done. I like it. I also put a leftover 2x6 up here to act as a shelf just to store my random crap up there. Alright, let's talk future upgrades. As you can see, it's very hot in here, or maybe you can't see, I don't know. So one thing I want to do super soon is to put an AC in here. While I plan to keep the whole thing off grid in terms of lights and the power tools I'll be using my solar panels to charge up with, the AC unfortunately won't be able to be charged up via the solar panels and all that. It'll just draw too much energy and cost too much for the batteries and all the whole system. So the power will come from the main house, which just so happens to be, well, you can't see it from here, but it's only 590 square feet. I'll give you guys a tour of that in the future. So the AC will be built into this back wall right here. I'll just cut a hole out, frame it up, and mount the AC, and then the power will come through the back. That way you won't even see it, and it'll help solve the heat issue here, which is extremely hot right now. So on the opposite end of the spectrum is the issue of heat, which will be in the summer in the coming months. And for now, I'll just be using this little small ceramic heater. But in the future, to avoid using any more power, I'm going to be adding a wood stove in here. And I think I have an idea for that, and I'll bring you guys along when I do that too. I was thinking about insulating this thing, especially on this wall right here. As you can see, there's all kinds of cracks and things like that. Just, where the weather's gotten over it since the almost year that it's been built. But it's such a small space, I decided that I'm not even going to worry about that. Oh, and I had someone ask me, why do I call this the Tan Cave? It's a man cave where you can get a tan. Check out all the windows. Right now I have a couple solar panels that are just sitting in the window, and they're getting energy, but they're not getting enough because they're not directly in the sun. So what I'll do is I plan to do in the future, I'm going to use either those solar panels or some new ones and mount them up here to the top, the eave up here. And that way they'll get sun pretty much throughout the day. Another thing I plan to do is actually finish painting the outside of this thing. I've just been letting it sit there. I absolutely hate painting. It's just a pain in the butt. So maybe I'll contract a couple people to come help me out, like my mom or my sister. This is one of my favorite parts. It's a chevron door that my buddy Deke built. Super cool, just nothing but wood left over, and then I went through and varnished it to make sure that the weather doesn't get to it. And here, the handle, one of the workshop attendees found some driftwood on the beach, and she made it, and I think it's a good addition. And I've got a little deck out here that I built from just leftover materials, actually, from the workshop, and I had to buy a couple 2x4s that were pressure treated underneath to keep it from rotting. That's it. That's the Tan Cave. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.